The Caribbean Music Awards 2025 lit up New York City, bringing together the biggest stars of reggae, dancehall, soca, and calypso. It was a celebration of the culture, the music, and the icons who continue to push Caribbean sounds to the world. Names like Shensia, Dexter Daps, Spice, and Machel Montano all walked the red carpet and performed for fans. But the spotlight of the night belonged to one man. Even though he wasn't there in person, that man was Adidja Azeem Palmer, better known as Vybz Kartel, the world boss. For the first time in the history of the Caribbean Music Awards, the energy in the room shifted every time Kartel's name was mentioned, and by the end of the night, it became clear this was Vybz Kartel's night. The first award Kartel secured was Male Artist of the Year, Dancehall. The category was stacked with talents: Massacre, Skillibeng, Dexter Dap, Alkaline, and Kartel himself. When the envelope was opened and the winner's name was read aloud, the crowd inside New York's King's Theater erupted. Vybz Kartel. But as the applause rang out, fans quickly realized the world boss wasn't in the building. Instead, industry heavyweight Joe Bogdanovich, CEO of Dancehall Records and a longtime supporter of Jamaican music, walked onto the stage to accept the award on Kartel's behalf. Bogdanovich delivered a short but powerful message from Kartel. He said, "Kartel wants to thank the fans, the people of Jamaica, and the global Caribbean community. This win proves that his music and his message continue to live strong, no matter the obstacles. The world boss appreciates every single one of you." The audience roared with cheers, chanting "Gaza, Gaza," as Bogdanovich lifted the trophy high. Later in the ceremony came the People's Choice Award, one of the most emotional victories of the night. This award wasn't decided by a panel of judges. It was determined strictly by fan votes from across the Caribbean, North America, Africa, and Europe. Social media had already given hints of what was to come. Hashtags like Vote Kartel, World Boss, and Gaza Forever dominated timelines in the weeks leading up to the event. And from London to Lagos, Kingston to New York, fans rallied together to ensure their artist would win. When the host announced Kartel as the winner, it was a moment of validation for the fan base that has stood by him for over 2 decades. Once again, Joe Bogdanovich stepped forward to accept. He shared another statement from Kartel. "The people are my voice, my power, and my legacy. To win this award by your votes alone means more than words can explain. This one belongs to the Gaza nation worldwide." The audience responded with standing ovation and chants of world boss. Even artists in attendance, including some who had previously distanced themselves from Kartel, nodded in respect. The final and perhaps most historic award of the night was Music Event of the Year. This honor went to Kartel's Freedom Street concert, staged in Kingston. That event marked his monumental return to live performance after more than a decade away from the stage. The Freedom Street concert had pulled over 30,000 fans to the National Stadium, blending nostalgia with new energy. It wasn't just a show, it was a cultural reset. Special guests joined, dancers brought the stage alive, and the performance reminded Jamaica and the world why Vybz Kartel is more than just an artist. He's a movement. When the award was announced at the CMAs, the crowd cheered, fully aware of the significance. Once again, Joe Bogdanovich represented Kartel, explaining that the world boss couldn't attend because he was on tour in Europe, headlining sold-out arenas in cities like Manchester, Birmingham, and London. Bogdanovich's final words were simple yet powerful. "Kartel asked me to tell you, Freedom Street was not just about him, it was about Jamaica. It was about music, It was about all of you who never gave up. Tonight proves that history will always remember the world boss. And beyond Kartel's wins, the night featured unforgettable performances. Shensia blended pop and dancehall in a high energy set. Dexter Daps had the women in the audience singing every line of his soulful anthems. And Spice, the queen of dancehall, brought theatrical flair with the dancers, costume changes, and her commanding stage presence. But no matter who performed, one name kept echoing in the venue: Vybz Kartel. His absence didn't weaken his presence. Instead, it made his dominance even more clear. The following morning, headlines flooded the internet. Social media buzzed with clips of Bogdanovich accepting awards paired with old footage of Kartel's greatest performances. Fans in Manchester even paused outside the Co-op Live Arena after his tour stop, chanting World Boss and celebrating the news together. The awards proved once again that Kartel's music is borderless. Whether in Jamaica, the UK, the US, or Africa, his songs continue to resonate. His victories, especially the People's Choice Award, cemented his reputation as not just a dancehall artist, but a global cultural icon. Vybz Kartel may not have been in New York City that night, but he didn't need to be. His influence stretched across the ocean, from the stage lights of Manchester to the award stage of the Caribbean Music Awards. 3 trophies: Male Artist of the Year, People's Choice, Music Event of the Year, all collected on his behalf, all earned through his music, his legacy, and his people. The 2025 Caribbean Music Awards will forever be remembered as the year when Kartel, despite his absence, dominated the stage without stepping foot on it. Proof, once again, that the world boss doesn't just perform dancehall, he defines it.